It's collide. You part gaming as you brain. You're still in the base. Yeah.
On July 14th, 2015, the YouTube channel Boisvert would be created. It wouldn't be until 5 years later that Boisvert's first video would be posted. This video would be titled, Take Care. Let's get into it.
What day it is? When did you last go outside? When did you last see your friends? Your family?
There's a lot to take in with this first clip. We get our first glimpse of a character, a deer-shaped figure with horns. His name would be Oriel, going through normal everyday things, until noises from a creature in the basement disrupt him. When we get a glimpse of this figure, it seems to be darkness incarnate, somewhat resembling our main character without the horns. An upside-down triangle-headed figure. His name would be Room. Room would ask our main character a couple questions.
What day it is? When did you last go outside? When did you last see your friends? Your family?
The upside-down triangle-headed figure seems to be patronizing our main character over something. For what it is, I'm not sure yet. Let's keep watching to find out. Our next video would be titled Tenet, demo for a game which will never exist. The video would begin with someone receiving the copy of Tenet. Not only this, but they would receive a photo. Somebody sitting in a chair behind a computer. They would put Tenet into the game console and begin to play. Our user would put in his name. This user turned out to be Oriel. You know what to do. Pay him a visit. Oh, you're back. Your timing is excellent. We've been looking for replacement security ever since you left. We are evicting a large number of tenants for repeated infractions. Go down to the first floor and evict anyone with an unmarked door. Take this as well. We cut their power yesterday. Our next video, They Don't Know, based on the meme, They Don't Know, would showcase Room again, wearing some sort of mask. We would finally start to get some answers with our next video, Burning.mp4. Take a look. It becomes quite clear here that Room and Oriel are one. Or should I say that Room is Oriel's dark, intrusive thoughts. We see throughout the video that Oriel is stuck in a cycle of repetition, looking out at other people being happy. Meanwhile, the noises in the basement, Room, call to him, making him feel worthless. This is the point where Boisvert takes a turn. While it is still horror, it's a series about mental health. I believe the series to be an outlet for the author, Boisvert, to get these feelings off his chest as well, using Oriel and Room as an outlet for his emotions. This next video would be called Continue. Take a look. This one may seem confusing, so let's try to break it down. The first character we see is named Puppet God. Puppet God is a spiky-headed character sort of similar to Room. However, he is wearing a mask and can control puppets as seen in the video. The second character we see is named Dogtooth, a character with a literal dog for a head. He also seems to be able to create blades out of his own mouth. Dogtooth was the one to press continue in the video. We can presume these characters to be more of Oriel's personality. Since Dogtooth picked continue, we can assume that he is on the side to continue, determination. Since Puppet God was on the quit side, he is the option of forfeit. Ultimately though, Dogtooth would seem to be the one to win the fight. Our next video would be titled, I Met a Beautiful Angel. This would be our first video with cryptic messages in it, as we can see a black hand pull out Corinthians 13:11. This Bible verse reads as such. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. I believe this Bible verse to signify the loss of Oriel's innocence. The next Bible verse that would flash on screen would be Proverbs 20:11. It would read, Even a child is known by his deeds, whether what he has done is pure and right. Proverbs would seem to be the justification for Oriel cutting out the past, the loss of his innocence. Our final verse would flash on screen for not even a second. Romans 3:23. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. I believe Romans to be the embodiment of Oriel's feeling of always falling short of his goal. We then see Puppet God's minions, and even Puppet God himself. It seems this is where he has gone after his fight with Dogtooth, to meet a beautiful angel.
A chasm appears upon the face of my watch. My past decapitated. I search blindly for what I will not find. Blinded by your own hand, as surely as if you had held the burning garden. 1,000 decisions made in the name of a desecrated existence. Look up from your watch and tell me when you will grant forgiveness to the one most lacking. When it is deserved.
Puppet God states that a chasm has appeared on his watch, his past decapitated, searching blindly for what I presume to be love or happiness. The centipede demon then appears, telling him that he has blinded himself, and needs to look up from his watch, and forgive the one most lacking. I would interpret this as the centipede angel telling Puppet God that he needs to forgive himself. You can tie this to Oriel not being able to forgive himself, stuck, listening to his intrusive thoughts. Puppet God would then attempt to attack the angel, however, nothing would happen. Our next video, The Complex, would start with our new character, The Complex. He wears a spiky choker and a white hood. It is quiet. They are all far away, and so it is quiet. Don't breathe. You will ruin it. It is quiet. The quilled god rages and destroys the rope which kept him aloft. We won't talk to them anymore, and so it is quiet. The complex is a figure who enjoys the loneliness, the distance, being away from it all. Our next video, Entirely Beloved, would once again show Room. It would seem that he has Puppet God's mask on. We would start to head into the basement again, where Room would talk about feelings of happiness and love.
I have seen it. I have heard of it. To draw near without reprisal. Bridge the chasm. I have sought you out. But it is to no avail. I am immobilized. And when you come near, detaching yourself from those with everything, you will see in my eyes fear.
Next video, Consequences, would showcase the consequences of Room or Oriel's loneliness caused by the complex. A video offline feed would pop up with a QR code in the bottom left that we will be soon to check out.
The clawing isolation that embedded itself beneath my hearth.
Oriel's heart is now a gravestone, a former shell of what was.
I can repudiate it no longer. This is my home. It is empty. It is cold.
The QR code from Consequences would bring up a video with just a dot as the title. Many QR codes and Imgur links will show up throughout the series. However, I will not cover all of them. Instead, I would encourage you to check out the original videos and check out the links yourself. Basically, in this video, the complex is explaining that anybody could go through life without love, and that it's tough, but he prefers it that way. The next episode, Prelude, Angel's Warning, would return us to the angels. The Centipede Angel is back, and he has something to say.
And it was said unto them that this was the price to be paid, a complex unending, but earth beyond all measure. In despair, they left, not in sorrow but bitterness, the avarice of their blind promise.
The camera would go down to a portion of the Centipede Angel's body, revealing one of the puppets. They would attempt to say something. In this video, we would get the mention of a complex over and over again. A complex can also mean a prison, something like where Room was held. We also hear about a deal, maybe struck between Room and a third party. When the puppet breaks free, he asks, when does a home become a complex? We can associate this with Oriel feeling like his home is a prison, or a complex. The complex keeping him from having relationships with others. Ultimately, this question is directed at you, the viewer. We have now reached zoning ordinance, our longest video by far. This video picks up where Continue left off, Dogtooth carrying Puppet God's body. We also see Dot and Consequences. It would seem Dogtooth has come to deliver Puppet God to the basement. After Dogtooth would restart his own heart, he would kick Complex back. Papa God's body would fall into the basement. After Papa God's body had fallen into the basement, Room would begin devouring him. Negative emotions feeding on negative emotions.
Can you picture an empty room with yourself at the center? Answer me quickly and honestly. Can you picture an empty room with yourself at the center? I don't know. Is there still enough space in the hallway to continue? I don't know. The complex is an aberration, yet you have shredded a hole within yourself that only it may fill. Do you know what you must do? I don't. Cry out, for there is slaughter in the New Jerusalem. Cry out, so that one may ignore.
The angel would ask Room many questions, including, can you picture an empty room with yourself at the center? My interpretation would be, this is the angel asking Room if he can deal with himself, and if he has the ability to stop relying on the complex and all these other emotions. The angel then asks, is there still enough space in the hallway to continue? I would imagine this is to continue on, to leave the basement. He mentions that the complex is an aberration, not normal, and that he has shredded a hole in himself that only the complex can fix. The angel would then tell Room to cry out. You cannot battle depression alone. Room would put the angel's mask on, but it would seem to be too much for him. The complex would meet his end at the hand of Room, and Room would vanish too. The next video would be called Ashes.mp4, and it would return with our main character, Oriel. This video would seem to show Oriel's internal conflicts, trying to keep Room from coming out. There would also be a creature throughout the video. It's hard to say what this thing is, though. The creature would have a rope-like head, almost like a noose, as well as black tendrils surging out of its back. It seems like it's searching for Oriel, trying to get him back, underneath the complex. Oriel, at the thought of this, seems to almost tie his own noose, just like the creature. Maybe his only way out of this. Our next video is narrowing.mp4. We would get a quick glimpse at Room, and then a sudden flash of text would appear on screen. Frankly, it isn't worth your time. Yes, he thinks like that. He always has, and he always will. F him. You've completely missed the point after so many attempts to show you. It's impressive, really. Enough of this. If you had something to say, then say it. I've endured these half measures for years now. You already understand, I will kill you. I will crush your head against the pavement. I almost killed a beautiful dog earlier today, and took a break to last a lifetime. I can't keep indulging this. The rest of the video continues with a new character I'm not sure the name of. They're having a conversation with another character. However, I am not sure what to make of this. If anyone out there has a clue, please let me know. This is our next video, a love letter. Dogtooth and Room. It would seem that Dogtooth has come to dispatch of Room. In the previous video, we did get a mention of almost killing a dog. Maybe that was Room. Dogtooth would try his best to dispatch of Room. However, it would seem unsuccessful.
Your ideals will cost us everything. It will not matter when we speak. It will not matter when we sing. This is the only way in which it matters.
All of a sudden, the complex's body has been removed from Room. The angel that Room had encountered and talked to is back.
Why are you still here? Why do you still call this place home?
I am owed nothing.
Where is your song? What of your wings?
They are forfeit.
And there is nothing more to say.
While Room was talking to the angel, Dogtooth took his chance, and finally has taken out Room. But after his death, Dogtooth would sign, "I love you," something that Room had been searching for so long. Dogtooth took out Room as an act of kindness for Oriel, and to finally put down his sense of loneliness and dread, known as Room, in an act of mercy. Our next video would be www.blind. It would start with 2 chairs spinning. As for what they represent, I'm not sure of. We would also see 3 knives spinning. There is also tons of code to be deciphered in this video. If anyone knows what most of the code means, please comment it down below. We are also introduced to our new character, the Covenant.
Pertaining to a speaker and a listener. There's been many empty rooms, but that is not what we are here to talk about today. I've heard a heartbeat out of a crashed application, and it has gone on for many hours. We restarted every system. We rechecked every gateway, every access point. And there was but one breach, and it was accounted for. And so it must be said unto the listener, stop this immediately. Control yourself. There's so much more to your fundamental construction than what will be given credit for. Hold yourself till another approaches. Perhaps it is hard to believe, but all you have ever been is burning. It is nothing short of beautiful.
This new character, the Covenant, would have an origami paper for a head and be associated with the crosses. The Covenant seems to be frustrated with his inability to communicate, and at the end of his speech he mentions how we're all burning, and it is nothing but beautiful. I think he believes Room's mental breakdown was somehow, in a way, beautiful. Maybe the Covenant and Room are connected somehow. Our next video would be titled Tether, I'm Proud of You. It would see the Covenant again, along with Dogtooth. The angel that Room had spoken with would return, with his face sewed back on. I'm not sure what to make of this conversation, but the Covenant mentions that they had already won. Maybe him and Dogtooth in succeeding of freeing Oriel from Room. As we could see from the beginning, Dogtooth had the crosses around him. He is associated with the Covenant now.
An unregistered entry point was all you needed. but this sojourn ends here. It was many days when I last saw him, teetering on inversion and rage. He said to me, "What am I owed?" To which I replied, "Nothing." He asked, "What is the cost?" But he already knew the answer, and so I asked him, "What of your love? What of your trust? What of your fear?" And he was already gone.
The Covenant would recall seeing Room and speaking to him. They would have a conversation where Room would ask what he is owed. The Covenant would respond nothing. But when Room asked the cost, the Covenant couldn't answer. This would be more of a one-sided conversation. This would give us a view into the Covenant's bad communication skills, which seemingly destroyed the relationship between Room and the Covenant. The next video, Angel's Fall, would begin with Dogtooth versus the Centipede Angel. Dogtooth would be able to get the upper hand on the angel and slice its arm open. However, something would come out of it.
Will stop at nothing, and it will be orchestrated flawlessly. Bear witness to a life scavenged beneath the heavy presence of the silent God.
The angel would reveal the night, or Elohim.
And why don't you go where you can see and you can follow? It's a hard, tough pill to swallow, but in time you will see that there's so much more of me.
I believe towards the end we get a song from Oriel, that in time you will see there is so much more of me. There's more to him than just his emotions, his complex. We also see the Covenant and Dogtooth start to argue. The Covenant says in ASL, "You are more than," and then that's all we can see. The next video, Painless, would be fully voiced by the Covenant and seem to be the building of Oriel's complex.
Was 12 days of age, was long. It did that the entire system was bleeding and full. A measure of days, and it was within such a space that the narration begins. The question was asked, do you believe in the forest? Do you see the trees, hear the bird cry? The answer came, no, for there is no pain here. They inquired further, do you believe in the creek? Do you feel the water, taste what has scoured along its banks? The reply, no, for there is no pain here. A proposal was assembled and delivered. Surely you can believe in the field. Do you not see the grass? Do you not run with the dogs? He turned on them in a rage. By what estimation have you determined this feasible? None among the generations divided could stand where I have stood and deliver unto you compliance. How many pleasantries, how many code words and turns of phrase will it take to plaster over the fact that I still bleed?
While it's hard to understand what most of the Covenant is saying, how many code words and turns of phrase will it take to plaster over the fact that I still bleed? People keep trying to gloss over the fact that Oriel is hurting. Nobody will listen, something that is very difficult to deal with when you're battling with mental health. We also see many crosses, maybe the creation of the Covenant, and our doll fights off the creation, wanting nothing to do with it. The next video would be titled Zero. It would feature a new spiky-headed character, similar looking to Puppet God and Room. And recently, there's tons of symbolism with crosses. This is a stretch, but I believe it could be the pushing of religion onto somebody. This figure would be revealed to be Room.
It was always a place in which I found solace. And so
Room had finally met with the saint, although he would kill her.
Quietly, and he will burn.
We would then see Room's hand pierce something, almost seemingly a child.
And as he steps 5 days ago, from now ago, and as he leaves, and as he leaves.
During the video, there's a point where one of the wolves come up to Room. There's text above the wolves, and this is my best try at reading it all. It is very long, so please feel free to skip ahead. What do you fear? When does it hurt? Tell me when it hurts. I must be the person you come to. Speak to me and I will sing. What do you touch? What do you feed? I wish every morning to find malice in the shape I recognize, forged within days, within minutes, within years. It should be no wonder to you that I step lightly. Turn your attention to what I show you. For F's sake, pay attention. Have I stared at you long enough to get the message? This expression is my recourse, and I express pain. What does this say about me? What does this say about you? The answer to both questions is the same. Consider this. I do not fear you. I am free of fear. I am consumed by fear. My eyes hurt. We have lost the thread. We have thread. Turn your attention to what is before you. Focus. What do you see? The dog moves of its own volition, or else it is still. This is a lie. You are aware of this, but you believe it. The functional difference is zero. How much control does he exert over the dog? How much control does he exert over you? Where is he right now? Where does he live? Who does he love? What will he tell you? Would he divulge an answer? I am sick. I am sick. This is the extent of my spirit, shown by your own measure. Listen, this is never for your sake. Don't even bother. This was coming to nothing, and it will be left with nothing. The path looks similar to the path. The path? The path is as it is seen. We'll do more in time. What is the interest on an empty promise? What is the return on investment of a zero-sum journey? 3 seen, 2 seen, almost seen, to 1 unseen, to seen, zero, unseen to zero, unseen to zero, unseen. Am I too blunt with you to think? This is to rise above nearly all, for no purpose or tangible benefit. The game, it is zero sum. You know, what is gone, play backwards, and to start, lost, win, to loss, you and the spirits change into formation, prefigured change. You know, forget, too, he is sick, he is hurting, he is pure, he is holy, he is worthy of note, he is your love, he is not. He once cheated the scenario by which he could punch a hole through his chest because he is a coward. He is brave. It is of little consequence. How dare you make a joke? Die upon the spikes where you lay. For joy, I have forgotten what I wish to say. Less than 1 second has passed between this. What come 1 degree before slew of to nearly everyone being processed. You think about me and it isn't enough. Not you, but all who I've brought here right now. I see so few of you, and what I do see destroys me. This isn't enough. It can't be enough. Kill it and reanimate it. 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 It will become back stronger. I kill, I plead, I beg, and I still have yet to move a muscle. Who do I have to answer is easy. Tell me, who do I hate when you speak only to me? Answer me quickly and honestly. Is any of this familiar to you? Who do I hate? You will love it, and it will not be good enough. You will love this, and it will not be good enough. You will hate this, and you will not. This, and you will love this, and it will not be good enough. It will not be enough. I can still do it. I will reach into my chest and tear out my heart, and then it will be enough. Matter, I will be in the center of your eye. The blood, water will surge out of my mouth, and I will look at you with hatred, love, and it will be enough. It must be clear, it will matter. Do not love me any less than what is absolute. I do this for me, for you, for me, and everyone sees always. People see me. What is something you wish you had done? Nothing will change as I journey towards you. I do not know, and you, I know you are here. I journey towards you, and you are here. I arrive, and I am here, and you are here, and I am here. This is only what can be imagined and what may be exploited. When was it over? When did it kill the dog? When did the blood water spread? My love, I have no time. Rather, you run out of time. Give me a year and it will be compound. Give me everything and it will be compound. He is amused, he is burning, my friend. We met 12 times 5 days ago. It has become ritual at every detriment. Do not beseech Elohim within this space. Speak to me, touch me, look at me, bite me, and I will sing to you. Hate me, and I will sing to you. Fear me, and I will sing to you. It is all it can do, and it will not be enough. Ashtray, floors, window, chair, floor, windowsill, dictionary from going. Tell me when it hurts. I will beg. I must be the first person you come to when it hurts. Every day, I love them. Not yet, no. There would also be a QR code from Zero. When clicking on it, you would get -0. We would get the same video but reversed, but at the end, there would be a phone call. My best guess for who this phone call is between would be Room and Oriel.
You know that I saw that. You had to know. How could you not? Give yourself, you deserve this much. I tell you so often, I tell you every single day that I can. You can't. I tell you things that even when I cannot see your face, I know, and there isn't enough that I can do. There isn't enough that I can do. So I will do more, and I will keep doing more. And there's nothing that you can do to stop me from doing more, because I probably know that. I don't know what you're thinking, and I know exactly what you're thinking. And that confluence hurts so much that I don't know what to tell you. But I'm going to keep talking to you, even if I pause and I don't know what to say next, so I'll make something up. I'll tell you something that I used to hear when I was a child. I'll tell you something that my parents used to say to me. And it might, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because I need to say something to you. I need to tell you that I need to tell you that it can still be okay. I need you to know this, but I don't know if you know that. It can still be fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm here. I'm not going to leave. I can't. It's
What are your thoughts about tomorrow? I know it might be a while, but
The next video, Tell Them, is honestly just a rap video. There's not much here to explore, but there is some symbolism still. The next video would be called Night. It would have the return of night or Elohim.
I will appear to you and say, without words, I am He, Elohim. Walk before me and be blameless. And you'll know me by my name, by my light, by my dress, by my failures. And I will make my covenant between us, that you may know me by my name and nothing more. And the sky will be bright and I will be silent. And the sky will be bright and I will be silent. And the sky will be bright and I will be silent. And the sky will be bright and I will be silent. And the sky will be bright and I will be silent. And the sky will be silent, and I will be bright, incandescent as Elohim.
Elohim would end up mentioning his covenant, although it's hard to say if he's working with the covenant or not. We would also see him being reshaped throughout the video. Elohim, being another personality of Oriel, this could be seen as Oriel trying to reshape himself, to be able to go outside into the world, to live without these negative emotions holding him down. In our next video, we would get a return with Oriel. He would be having a conversation with someone. In my opinion, this is his inner self. As the other side would mention, you would once ask me for a basement with no windows. Something like where Room was saying. Maybe this is the covenant he is talking to. Oriel would have something leak out of his face. I can only presume this to be Elohim trying to push him forward. At the end of the video, Oriel's mouth would break open.
We could leave.
He says we could leave. Maybe Elohim succeeded. Oriel can finally move past and leave the house. Our last 4 videos would all have the same title, Sequence, so there will be no bricks in between them. Sequence 1 would show us a horse-looking figure, of which we have not seen yet. In sequence number 2, we would be introduced to many masked figures holding flags. These figures, in my opinion, sort of resemble King Baldwin. We would also cut back to Dogtooth, seeming to struggle with some kind of internal conflict. Dogtooth would end up stabbing himself multiple times, giving himself some sort of marking, a cross. The crosses typically seem to mark the covenant, or this new masked figure. The angel would return once again. We would also get another cut back to Dogtooth, looking more different than he ever has. Sequence number 3 would begin with another conversation between the angel and the covenant. Although it is very difficult to understand what the angel is talking about, I believe him and the Covenant are talking about Dogtooth, although I'm just not sure of what. However, from what we see is happening to Dogtooth, it seems that his determination that once fueled him to free roam has now turned into anger and resentment. He seems to act as a dog stuck in a cage made by the Covenant.
The days of swift violence. We must make the change ourselves.
Our last video as of now, sequence number 4, would cut back to Dogtooth once again, being controlled. Dogtooth would make his way to the horse, and the doll that seems to be what Auriel is made out of. He would deal with the horse, swiftly, sprouting many arms, reminiscent of Room. Dogtooth would catch up to the doll, and there would be an attempt to stop him. The doll would stab him. However, this would do nothing, and the doll would fall victim to Dogtooth. Dogtooth would begin eating the doll, just like Room eating Puppet God. He has fallen victim to being manipulated, assumably, by the Covenant, just like Room had. Dogtooth would have a quick conversation with an angel before being brought to where the masked figure, Covenant, and the other angel are.
And act violence as swiftly as possible.
The angel would seem to be reaching his end before Dogtooth would deal the final blow, sprouting a third arm, just like Room. And that would be the end for our series, at least for now. Boisvert seems to come out yearly, and it has been a year since sequence number 4, so we could see one soon. But what can we come to learn from Boisvert? Well, I think it's that you can overcome the worst part of yourself, and that you do deserve to be loved. Even if it's challenging during your darkest times, you can cry out for help, cry out for others to help you, no matter how hard it may be. There's no need to box yourself in, to hide away the darkest part of yourself, and lock it in a so-called basement. There are others willing to help you. You deserve to be loved. Even the strongest part of yourself may sometimes fall to the darkness, but the true you, the only you, will always come out on top, no matter the situation. This has been Boisvert, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure there's plenty I missed, so please make sure to tell me in the comments below. If you stuck with me through the whole video, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and remember that you are never alone.